more like tea meditation. But today we want to talk about horticulture farming in Zimbabwe. I've been getting this question over and over again, and today I just decided, look, let me get to make a video about this horticulture farming and share my own experience in this field. And to those who don't know, my name is Tatenda Chiwanga and Ndinoera Zimbabwe. Right. So myself, I've been growing lettuce, tomatoes, brinjal, peppers, bell peppers, right, and that kind of stuff. But what I've realized in the market of Zimbabwe is horticulture is one of the most unstable kinds of farming ever in Zimbabwe, because it's based on crops that can grow so fast. You know, we're talking about lettuce, from being a seedling to selling it, you can take about 2 months. That's quite short when we're talking about, you know, the other aspect of farming and all that. So anyone can just think, look, lettuce is on man, and ignoring my lettuce man. It does wood and at the end of the day, you're not making any profit. And with horticulture, the biggest problem is if you don't sell in good time, you're probably going to have things starting to go rotten, and because you're dealing with perishable goods. So the first thing you need to really do before venturing in this kind of a business is you need to analyze the markets. That's the first thing. And start small, very small. I know if this is a long-term business that you're planning on starting, do not ever start big. I remember the first time I started this whole horticulture business, I think I had a hectare of cabbages. Then when the time came to sell, my friends, I've never been so stressed in my life. So look, just take it from me, start small, very small. The reason is, when you start small, you start supplying, you start, you know, understanding the market. And when you've got a product to supply, you can now start talking about contracts, because that's the golden chalice within this industry. It's all about contracts. Make sure the person you're supplying gives you a supply contract where they say, look, we need so-and-so amount of lettuce or cabbages or tomatoes. You know, the reason is you can make a farming schedule. You know you're going to be growing lettuce in stages, you know, because you already have a market, you already have it in contract. The problem is, when you're farming without a contract, you do not know if the person is going to honor that agreement that you have. So I feel like, okay, today's video is probably just going to be about contracts, but I feel like that's the most important thing. Obviously, you need knowledge about growing these things, but in terms of this business being something that survives for quite some time, you need to make sure you are farming with a contract. That will make your life easy. That's the biggest thing, biggest tip that you can take away from this video: contracts. But anyway, if you like this video, I know I gave one piece of advice, but that might be the most important piece of advice I've ever given to any horticulture farmers out there: contracts. But anyway, if you know anyone who likes these kinds of videos, or if you know anything about horticulture that you feel like you should share with other people, please use the comment section below. I'd like to find out what are the biggest tips that you've got in horticulture farming. If someone was to ask you, you know, things to avoid or things to do in horticulture farming, what would you say to them? What advice would you give to them? So please just mention it in the comment section below. And until next time, please like and subscribe. You will. Ha! Now, what's your meditation? You.